Science Made Simple with Mr. Sani.
Motion. Motion is a very, very important topic in physics. Motion is defined as a change in position of an object with time. Change in position of a body with time. That is motion. Motion also causes movement. That is movement from one place to another. It's as a result of motion. When there's change in position from one place to another, you move. They say you move. Movement. That's it. We have different types of motion in physics. Types of motion in physics. We have one, random motion. The motion of a body under random motion is irregular. That is, doesn't follow a particular pattern. It's a zigzag movement of a body moving in any direction. That is random motion. For instance, the motion of a fly. So we also have translational motion. That is the motion of a body in a specified direction. That in this case, it can be in a straight line. So the motion of this one is specified. That's why it's called translational motion. Translational motion. We also have circular motion or rotational motion. Rotational motion. Rotational motion. This the motion of a body in a circular path. That is, it will follow the trend of a circle. That's why we call it rotational motion. For instance, the motion of Earth around the sun, the motion of our fan, and so on and so forth. Another one is the pendulum motion. That is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion or vibratory motion. Oscillatory motion or vibratory motion. That is motion of a body in to and fro. To and fro movement of a body. We can find this one in our simple pendulum clock. Pendulum clock. So we also have another one called relative motion. This relative motion is the motion of a body in reference to a particular point. So, for instance, now we have a student moving inside a car or a bus, traveling inside a bus. As the student is in the bus, it will look as if the student is not moving. We check the bus and the student. But if the student look through the window, it will observe that the tree that is passing are moving in opposite direction to the student. So that means in relative to the tree, the motion of the bus and the student relative to the tree, as the bus and the student are moving in one direction, the tree that is stationary, it will look as if that one is moving in the opposite direction. Position. Position. Position is the location of an object in space. That is, how do we locate an object in space? In order to locate an object in space, we have to draw this reference line. For instance, in our graph, we say this one is the vertical line, the horizontal line. This meeting point is the origin. That is, we have 0, 0. This is positive y. This is negative y. This is x-axis, y-axis, x-axis. Positive s, negative s. This y-axis, x-axis. So the y is the ordinate. Y the s is called the abscissa. The x-axis, abscissa. Y-axis, ordinate. So for this, in order to locate, let's say this is position P in a space. We want to locate the position of an object P. So we draw a vertical line like this to join here, and a horizontal line to join here. So we now measure the distance from here to here, from here to here. We are going to write the answer in form of S, Y. Now, for position P, let's say this place is 1, this place is 2. Let's say this place is 1, this place is 2. Position P, the S is 2, while the y is also 2. So to determine the position of our object P in the space is 2 and 2. That's it. For x-axis, you have 2. For y-axis, you have 2. Another one is, let's say we have our position Q here. Q here. This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2, negative 3. To determine the position of Q here, for x-axis, Q, for x-axis is minus 3. For y-axis, we also have minus 3. Let's say this is the position